Greetings, peace and blessings. How you all doing? I came out today because I was like, I want y'all to meet my tree. Oh my God, look at this tree. This eucalyptus tree is the most beautiful. Let's see if I can. It's just incredible. And I come every day to this tree and just be with her for, just a moment. But I promise I'm having a love affair with her. I mean, really, it's just like I feel so emotional because of this tree. It's so strange. Like I don't understand what's happening because I love this tree so much. And I pick her leaves. Like sometimes I'll go over the fence. There's a fence here. I'll go on the other side of the fence and climb on top of this bench here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Climb on top of the bench and then get the leaves that are hanging and then take them and I use them as sage in my house. Like I burn them like sage. Eucalyptus is deeply cleansing and protecting. It's a healing energy, and so that's my connection to the tree. Happy new moon in Leo. How y'all doing today? Let me tell you all. I don't know if any of you follow me on Facebook too, but on Facebook every morning I'm waking up and talking about what's going on in our political climate, just a bit from a spiritual perspective to really bring another voice to the conversation about our karma, like how we participate in the vote here, and that creates a karmic agreement. Because the war machine and the corporate machine goes out around the world. It's obvious what's going on in this country. Depression is up, addiction is up, joblessness, all this sort of stuff is going on, and that's karma. That's stuff coming back. Like you cannot everything comes back. So if you do love in the world, love comes back. If you do joy in the world, joy comes back. If you do harm in the world, harm comes back. And so every morning on Facebook, I've been going and writing these long posts about how we're creating this karma in the world and how it's important for us to just know what we're getting involved in. Just understand that if you're voting, you're participating. And we've been told, we've been rallied to vote, but not really asking questions. What is this doing? What is it doing? And if we're not asking questions, then it doesn't matter. We're still responsible. So when I come here, when I do that writing there, it just sort of, it aggravates me is what I want to say. Like there's a part of me, I have Venus in Libra and Mercury in Libra. So I really like to be liked. I do. And people get angry with me. And people who my people that I love are there, on Facebook, the women that, I would say raised me or, really taught me to be vocal and who helped me in my early days of my spiritual practice are there. And these are women who are, likely in their 70s and so now. And so many of them, Black women, who they are, they're my aunties, and they're like, some of them are not having it, but then there are others who are like, yeah, go for it. So I just notice inside of me, though, my desire to be liked, my desire to be approved of, and that is really rigorous. And guess what? The moon is in Virgo today, and this is all Virgo shit. This is all Virgo shit. The Virgo is like it's like I want to do the thing that I'm here to do, which is messy, and Virgo is the critic, right? So I'm in there and I'm criticizing our political system, and I'm saying things that are uncomfortable and that are ruffling people's feathers, and yet I want to be liked, right? Like it's the Virgo duality is insane. And so that's kind of what I'm working with today. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is a Mercury day. And in this moment, Mercury is in Leo, And we had a new moon in Leo yesterday, so here's what we're doing. When the new moon comes, in my practice, I know that everybody else doesn't do this, but the practice that I have is the best. Because I'm a Virgo and we do our shit right. So that's it. So not only do I deliver the energies, but I actually am a part of a practice and a system that helps us align to the energies. A practice on a regular daily basis, and that's what the moon work is. And several of you have been signing up. I really appreciate it. I know that it's changing your lives because it's important to really understand how to use each phase, and the new moon has a practice that goes with it, and the practice is clearing. And so as Mercury, it's a Mercury day, and Mercury is our perception, our minds, how we think, how we disseminate and receive information, how we perceive our reality. Like, what is it that you perceive? Is your reality illusionary, or is it actually anchored in something that is real? Illusion is the illusion is this world. This earthly realm is an illusion. It feels real, it's matter, it looks like everything is solid, but it's actually all moving. It's none of it is what it looks like it is. The only thing that's real is really our internal reality. But we've not been taught to trust that or believe it or even cultivate it. So we don't really have access to it in a way that allows us to be empowered. And so today, in a clearing moon in Leo, we would want to clear. We would want to begin to look at the ways that we're inauthentic. Look at the ways that we are not being true to ourselves. Like, so for me, I would say, I want to clear the ways that I'm looking for approval from others. I want to clear the ways that I need to fit in and need to belong. I want to clear all the ways that I would, forego my divine purpose to feel like I fit into this human experience. I clear all the ways I judge myself. I clear all the ways that I judge others. I clear all the ways that I make myself wrong. I clear all the ways that I make other people wrong. So if you're interested in learning how to use these moon cycles, there are practices for every phase. So for the waning crescent, there's a practice. For the waxing crescent, there's a practice. For the waxing gibbous, there's a practice. For the first quarter moon, there's a practice. For the last quarter moon, there's a practice. And all of these practices and things that I teach myself and my partners who are there with me, teach the community how to do, really help you become a creator in your life, where you can then create anything that you desire, where you can say, okay, I want to create $10,000 more. And when you use these tools, these practices every month, you will be able to create $10,000 more, because we are ultimately creators, but we're misusing our energy right now. And because we're misusing it, we're creating things that we don't actually desire. So today, while we are in a Mercury day, Mercury governs the mind, the thoughts, the perception. You want to look at what you are perceiving that doesn't feel good, that actually is not in alignment with love and your heart and peace, and begin to clear those things. So if you have self-loathing going on, you want to clear all the ways that you practice self-loathing. If you are judging yourself and comparing yourself to others, you want to clear all the ways that you compare yourself to others. If you are experiencing scarcity in your life, where you don't have enough and your needs are not being met, that's a belief system, and you have to clear all the ways that you're experiencing scarcity. One of the things that I do in this practice is, it's like we have to really begin to look at things from different perspectives, right? So for me, this morning I was working on I've been working on Jesus for a long time, y'all, because let me tell you, I was raised a Christian. I was spiritual before Christianity came to me, but at some point they gave that to me, and I took it on because I'm spiritual. Like, I love spirituality, and most Black people are. That's why the slave masters gave us Christianity and Jesus because we have so much spiritual power. They knew that it needed to be harnessed, so they gave us Jesus. And so when I was young, I started to realize, that it wasn't working. Like, I would ask and things wouldn't come, or I would do what I was told to do, and it wouldn't unfold. And so that created a lot of resentment in me and a lot of anger. And what I know is that I have to release that no matter what, right? So I've been working to release. I clear all the ways that I hold Christianity responsible for, the pain that I experienced in my life as a child. I release all the ways that I, judged myself as a sheep and not really believing I had any power of my own because of Christianity. So I do the work to clear these behaviors and patterns. And like I said, it's because everything in our world is mental. This is a mental reality. And what do I mean when I say that? Everything is created with the mind. Every house that is built came out of somebody's mind. Every sofa that is here came out of somebody's mind. Every car, everything in this material reality came out of somebody's mind. So your mind is so powerful because by the time it becomes physical, it has already traveled through a reality that is so powerful that it then comes into physical manifestation. So be thoughtful of what you are thinking because you are creating always. Okay, the Virgo Moon, use that Virgo Moon to do self-healing, forgiveness. Virgo is the archetype of the healer. Like I said, here I am. It's the critic, right? The critic means that you have to look and see what's actually happening here. So for instance, when I'm talking about politics, I'm saying, okay, look at politics as it actually is. No fantasies, look and let's see what it really is. Let's tell the whole truth. So then we can actually then make a difference. So then we can actually say, okay, this is what's happening. Now we're going to do this. It's not criticism for the sake of just making it wrong. It's criticism for the sake of making it better. All right? All right, you all. I love you so much. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a wonderful day. If you're interested, you can book new moon readings here. You can go into my link and just book a new moon reading. New moon readings, full moon readings. I encourage you to register for the Mars retrograde class. We're going to be working on shifting our identities because that is key for this changing world that we're in. Our identities have to be addressed. How we identify ourselves, what we know ourselves as. It's that I am energy. So the Mars retrograde class will help you do the work to really bring in a new identity for yourself. And you got to look at the old one and let go and reconcile that sort of stuff so that you can move forward. Okay, peace and blessings. Bye-bye.